don't like it. I mean, it tastes like pickle, it tastes like mango, but it also tastes like feet.
After flying the Singapore suites on the A380 into Mumbai, it was time to continue this journey onward. We had to say goodbye to the Taj Mahal Palace because we're headed to Dubai on Emirates' new A350-900 in business class. There's only 7 of these currently in service, and I'm excited for you to come along as we taste the food, tour the seat, and give you the entire experience of what it would be like to fly on Emirates A350-900 in business class, which we booked with points with a 20% discount because we had Skywards Plus.
I really like this, actually. I don't think Dave does. It's very different.
See you soon, Dubai.
We decided to splurge and stay at the Taj Mahal Palace. It's a world-famous hotel and worth doing once in your life.
See you soon, Emirates.
Now, if I were to come back, there are a ton of 5-star hotels that are less than $200, and I'd probably choose one of them. This is quite far from the airport. It took us over an hour each way to get back and forth, and for a one-night stay, that's a lot, so budget that in.
Okay, we are about to hop on Emirates' new A350-900 business class from here in Mumbai down to Dubai. We just went to the lounge. It's not really a whole lot to write home about. However, there is a full-on spa, and Dave and I got hour-long Thai massages. They give you 15 minutes free foot massage, and then we bought for about $50 or something. We bought an extra 45 minutes of Thai massage, and that was absolutely incredible. But now we are about to head down to Dubai. We are flying A350-900 in business down to Dubai. Once we're in Dubai, we're going to fly the A380-800 in first class Emirates suites all the way to Toronto. That's a 14-hour flight. Super excited for that one. Come along. This is their newest iteration, their newest business class on that A350-900. Let's go check this bad man of Gemma out.
We had access to the GDK lounge, and it is a nice and bright, big, well-staffed, well-appointed lounge. I mean, look at how bright it is. You can see beautiful views of the runway. You can see planes taking off, landing. However, because we were in business class, we were given a complimentary 15-minute massage. So as you can see, the lounge is not very busy, and we didn't spend that much time in it because we took advantage of this massage. Now, if you're flying first class out of Mumbai, they would give you a 30-minute complimentary massage. We decided that we would spend a little bit of extra money and took a look at the menu and decided to do an hour-long Thai massage prior to our flight. It was about $50 and well worth it. They took us right into a private room where they give us a full body with our clothes on massage. All right, now that we're well rested and rubbed, let's hop on the plane. Now, if you've flown Emirates business class before, this is going to look pretty familiar, but updated. You got new 4K TVs. You can see all of the different finishes are a little bit more updated. You've got wireless charging. You have a nice display to control everything, and you have a nice bar, all updated colors.
This is fantastic. Right now, you've got universal charger. You've got your USB-C, USB-A. Wonderful. Very, very nice display here for drinks. More storage up here. You can see I have an additional iPhone. I've got my wallet and everything. And if you come around this way, this is a really nice footwell. You can see on down, you can take your shoes off. They will go under here very easily. So like, that's nice. And then the footwell is very wide. If I take it down like that, look at how wide that is. And we are in middle seats. I got size 12 feet. There's no going like this. There's no going like this. Very, very nice and wide. Look, Dave can put his whole backpack in the footwell, which is pretty impressive. And you can see we are in the odd rows. So we're in 7E. You can see Dave's there, 7F. I flip it around, like if you're traveling with somebody you know, this is awesome. Like you're basically experiencing the whole thing together. This is really, really nice.
As long as you like them.
As long as you like them. Versus if you're in the even rows, then I wouldn't have this, right? So if I flip this around, you can see and I pan down, I got this nice little aisle here. That's so fantastic. Versus this is the window seat version of the opposite of that. See how they're right on the aisles? You don't want that. You want to be tucked in here if you're traveling with somebody that you know. So you can see this is the other middle seats. how they sit right on the aisle, which is great if you don't know the person, but you'd much rather that. Like, look how private that is. As the window seats, how amazing that is. That is the one that you want. We can see here we got the little map going. This is on the iPad style thing, which is that right there. So we got that going on here. And then look at how big and nice this IFE is. So it's very nice. Maybe this is a 4K IFE. I'll have to double check that. But this is their latest and greatest. You can see Dave moving it over there. Super easy, very seamless. And Emirates normally has a very good selection of entertainment. So I'm excited for this flight. One thing that is also very rare that you can see on this one is you have your air vent right there. That is so nice for controlling your temperature, especially when you look up. Like, we don't have any overhead above us. So, you know, it could get really hot, but you got an air vent blowing right smack on us, which keeps us nice and cool. And you can imagine when you're in bed mode, that's going to be really nice as well. I would say so far, this is very, very nice evolution, because clearly this is not a brand new business class that Emirates is offering, but this is a nice evolution of the product. It looks very handsome. All of the, I think it's the toned down Emirates in terms of the wood tones, all of the colors. I really like this evolution of the product compared to the really gold blingy that we're going to be seeing on the A380-800. Now, if you're thinking, Zach, how many points did you guys spend because you're flying with points and taxes and fees from Mumbai to Dubai to Toronto? So I made use of Emirates Skyward Plus, and Dave and I booked our tickets together. Now, I found business class all the way from Mumbai to Dubai to Toronto. And because I had Skyward Plus, we got 20% off. So that knocked the price down to about $110,000. Plus we had the taxes and fees, which are egregious. They were about $1,100 a piece. At the time of booking, I actually saw that there were first class available on that long haul flight. So we used 70,000 miles then to book that, an absolute haul of points. In total, about 180,000, but I wanted to be able to get both the new A350-900 and then like a good thorough review of an ultra long haul 14-hour Dubai to Toronto flight. So that's going to be super fun, but it all in all is about $1,300 and 180,000 points, which is just a lot. So that's how we booked it. You can see on this flight too, I don't think we have a full amenity kit because it's only a 3-hour flight. So they gave us slippers and an eye mask, got the headphones, and a nice blanket here. And then in terms of food, I've got the menu right here. I'll tell you what I got. I always think it's like, you always want to try whatever nationality or country that the airline is from. So when it comes to this, I actually went with the hummus, and then I'm gonna do this chicken and creamy onion gravy. I thought that sounded absolutely delicious. And then I'm going to do a selection of sweets. And of course, we're gonna do some champagne. Right now about how do you eat nuts? How do you eat these wasabi peas? How do you eat them? I see Dave is saying, Dave tosses them in one at a time. But a toss, not a place. But I'm in the crowd that I put a bunch in my hand like that, right? And then I all at once. So how do you eat one by one? How do you eat your peas? How do you eat your nuts?
So I'm in the one that is behind the counter.
So as you can see, the bathroom is about the same size as you would find on a narrow body plane that would fly on a domestic route, maybe slightly larger. Now this is a 3-hour flight, so we didn't get full amenity kits and the bathrooms weren't stocked with that many amenities either. But let's head back to the cabin, take a look at the menu and get ready for dining service. Now, if you're wondering, there's 8 rows in a 1-to-1 configuration. All seats are lie flat and all have aisle access. There is a small place to put your shoes. The footwells have a decent sized space, and you can see from my eye line it's relatively private from where you're sitting. However, the width of the seats might be something that you want to take into consideration if you're looking to book this compared to other business class products, especially if you're going to be sitting in one of the middle seats.
Okay, we're up in the air. You can see here when you look at the width. So I'm like 6-ish feet, about 170, 175. We're about a 40. You can see my arms touch on both sides. Your arms touch on both sides? Like my outer elbows touch this and that. You got plenty of space, but like just if for reference, compare yourself to me. Not the widest business. I wonder if you're over on the window, you might have a little bit more space, but it's like certainly if you don't know who you're next to, like you're close. So just a little FYI. Gonna have Champers coming out here in a second, and then we're gonna get into the meal service, which I'm hungry. We haven't eaten since breakfast, so it's 7 o'clock, so we're gonna eat. Got the masala nuts, and we got a Coke. Wow. It's amazing to me. I've had this before, but it's amazing to me. Those cashews taste like Indian food. That's amazing. It really is. And they're delicious. Have a little bit of Coke. All right. I think the mains are coming. Okay, the food just came. I think that looks absolutely delicious. Looks very, very good. I'm probably gonna eat every single bite of this because I'm so hungry. Pita, I got the hummus. She said that's like an eggplant. Kind of looks baba ganoush, but different. And Dave got the chicken. So you can see the chicken over there. That's the chicken. And then I don't know what, that's not pita, but you said it's warm. Oh, we're gonna get some bread too because we got that good butter there. Oh, we got the good butter. I'm excited for this. All right, let's try some of the, I think you should dip it in that. Oh, yeah, you could put the chicken in it. Or you could put this in it too. It would be good to wrap your, I mean, if you want to eat with your hands. The baba ganoush is very good. Which is kind of like a mini version of the Arabic meze that you get in first. Very good. As you can see, I actually, again, forgot to hit record. This butter chicken is delicious. Well, it has a very distinct flavor. I mean, it's almost like a fermented mango pickle. I really like this, actually. I don't think Dave does. It's very different. I kind of like it. I mean, it tastes like pickle, it tastes like mango, but it also tastes like feet. Usually I don't like the taste of feet. Not that I would really know, but if you could imagine that. Yeah, but my love language is kink, so. This came by with garlic bread. Yum. And sticking with the Indian theme, papadums. I am liking this mango and pickle chutney though. Dave may no longer be my friend, at least for the duration of this trip. It is potent stuff. I mean, it's not only potent, it's pungent. But this is delicious. I mean, it's really good. They do serve this in business frequently, probably on most flights. But it's also in first class when they give you your caviar. Oftentimes it's on, you'll have it on garlic bread. It's just nice because it's warm. It's warm and tasty. Very, very good. Time to try dessert. I don't know what this is. Let's look and see what that thing is. It says it's a selection of sweets, kala jamun with pistachios and raspberry yogurt cake with popping candy. I don't really like the first thing at all. And the raspberry thing, I could take or leave, to be quite honest. Well, finished meal service. We're gonna head on to bed. Put this seat down, see how it is, see what it's like being next to somebody else. But so far, I mean, this is a great seat. I mean, how can you really complain? Okay, so this is tight. You look at the armrest. Now, if I put my arms all the way down, I'm kind of under the armrest. This is a little bit tight. Like, I don't sleep on my back anyways. My shoulders hit on both sides. Now, if I'm on my side, it's probably how I would sleep. There's more room. I'll flip it around so you can see the footwell. I think that's a lot of footwell space. And makes a big difference. And you also, of course, I've got my air vent off, but if you want to keep it cool, you turn that air vent on. That's really nice too. Seating controls are really easy to get to, as well as the power. So from like everything being close to my head, if I want to have my phone right here, it'd be very easy. In fact, I can put my phone there. I can have my phone right there. I can have it easily plugged in and charging. Wouldn't have to mess around with it. I often put a fan app on. So if I was flying this long haul instead of just 3 hours, it should be fantastic. Because even though there's airplane noise, I'd like to have that fan app going. I can have that going right there like that, which should be pretty nice. And then if you look up to the ceiling, you've got all the stars. Can you guys see that? I don't know if it's coming through really. Anyways, I'm going to watch a movie. But I would say that this is about the same width as the Singapore 787-10 business class that we just recently flew from Seoul down to Singapore on that 6-hour flight. Their space, I'd say it's probably about the same width as the Super Diamond that we flew on British Airways. Off the top of my head, that's what's coming to mind. But I mean, if you don't know that person, dude, I mean, your legs are closed if you don't know that person. So just keep that in mind if you end up booking this. You can see it right next to me. That's the little mini bar. And up above that, you can see that that's like where my stuff is stored. There's just no door on it. And like, that's where my passport is, you know? So I'm going to put my passport in my pocket because it's like, I don't know. I just don't really like having it out because someone can very easily just walk by and grab it. Like if you got money in your wallet or whatever. It's a lot of storage space, right? Like you can put quite a few things up there. Amenity kits, you can put your wallet, you can put your phone, but it's open to the aisle. That's one thing. It's like, I wish that closed. I wish it had like a little door. It could be very easy, right? Something to just slide in front of it. I'm probably paranoid about that stuff, but it is what I think about when it comes to storage in business class. You want to be able to sleep, you want to be able to work, and you want to be able to store your stuff so you don't have to worry about it if you do fall asleep, which you should be falling asleep because the whole point of business class is that you land, you go straight to work, right? So we are almost into Dubai. About 30 minutes, fantastic flights, 3 hours. I mean, I definitely fly this long haul. It's comfortable. As I pointed out, the seat is a little bit narrow, but when I was all the way down, if I went on my left, or my right, it was very comfortable. And I have to say, I think the seat, even though the width is about the same as Club Suites and on Singapore, on their 787-10, the seat itself is more comfortable. That full bed mode. The Club Suites, as well as the other Super Diamond products that I've flown here recently, there's something about the way that the seat goes flat that it kind of pushes and pokes into your back, and I actually can't even put it all the way flat. This was very, very nice. The service on the Emirates is impeccable. I mean, you feel like you're a prince or a king. You feel like you're royalty. That is for sure. Food was excellent. I love that they've got even the little snack thing. I mean, this is a 3-hour flight. 3-hour flight, champagne, amazing food, brushed my teeth, got 2 different hot towels, absolutely fantastic. I'll have to look and see which other routes the A350-800 is flying. Is this the best business class in the world? No. I mean, you've got products from JAL and ANA, and of course, you've got the Q Suites. But it's a very, very good business class. I had my shoes out, I had to put them away. You know, are we in ANA's The Room, Q Suites, the new JAL business class? No, but it's a very, very good business class. I would happily fly it anytime. I also think that if you're in one of the private window seats with the little aisle and the even rows, that's a fantastic, fantastic seat to have. And it feels very private. Even though there's no door, it still feels very private. So, well done. We're headed into Dubai. We're going to go over to the first class lounge. I believe that our flight to Toronto departs out of Terminal 3, so come along. Maybe we get a golf cart. It'd be pretty fun. Maybe we get a golf cart. Let's go check it out.
Okay, you definitely know you're spoiled when you get off the plane and you're like, where's my golf cart sign? David and I were both looking for our names on signs because typically when you get off of a flight and you're connecting into first, they put you in a golf cart and drive you to the lounge.
But that is not what happened.
And just so you can see here, we're in the golf cart lane.
We're walking. So off to the first class lounge. We'll hang out there for a little bit. And who knows, maybe they'll put us in a golf cart there. Maybe there's going to be another place that we can hop in. I know there are some other spots, but typically they're standing there right with a sign. But okay, we found the lounge. It was like maybe a 5-minute walk. So there's a pretty good reason, but here it is. We're going up. Here we go, Dave. You ready? Oh, it was on your crotch. Here we go. Here we go, first class lounge. This is the big boy too. This is a a big boy.
I hope you enjoyed our review of the business class on the A350-900, and stick around as we hop on first class suites aboard the A380 and we give you a full tour of this first class lounge. Please like, subscribe. Thank you very much.